Welcome to my latest video diary. I've had the delight of spending some time this morning with two of our three amazing play specialists, Lisa and April. Play specialists are a role I think is massively misunderstood, so it's a fantastic opportunity to understand from two of our amazing team exactly what you do. So talk me through your average day.
And depending on what our day is, we often have clinics, so we do the oncology clinic and help support the children having their chemotherapy and do a lot of distraction and stuff like that, and making sure that we know what toys they like when they're downstairs.
Yep, and then if there's any theatres, we help prep them as well, so we do lots of play therapy with them to prepare them for going down for an MRI if it's not. We have referrals come in for if they're needle phobic or just need a little bit support with any procedure that they're about to have. We help them with that.
Diabetes support group,
do diabetes.
MRI scans. We sort of do a bit of everything. Wherever we're needed,
wherever there's children, we help.
Fabulous. So a range of psychological support, counselling, as well as what people would traditionally understand as play.
Yeah, we do.
I think people just think that play specialist just plays. Yeah. Just get the toys out, we just play. But it's so much more to that. And it's supporting the whole family as well. So with the families that are having a really difficult time, it's been able to spend that time, make the parents a cup of tea, just spend that bit of time with mum, especially if we've got a new diagnosed child that's having to go to a different hospital, and it's very terrifying for the parents. So just go and support, play with the child, help mum and dad sort of get their heads around and give them some space so they can go and talk to the senior nurses and doctors about what's going to happen. And quite often with a new diagnosis, there's usually one of us on board in helping support the child as well before they go. So, and also we look after the nurses and just generally we're just nice people.
Siblings.
Very busy.
Do sibling support as well, don't we? If we help the siblings as well, because it might be a hard time for the parents, and then we'll take siblings away and do a bit of play with them.
And especially end of life as well. Sometimes if we've got a child up here with the end of life, then we can it's a holistic support for the siblings as well.
And we do memory making as well, don't we, for that child and the parents.
And also in A&E, if we've got a child that's passed away in A&E, then we can go down. They're very, very good in A&E, but we do go down and support any memory making work, any support that they may need within that environment, and also help support the parents if they're still there downstairs to be able to help them do the memory stuff themselves with their child before them.
Wow, fantastic array of services and support. That's amazing. What are you most proud of?
I'm most proud of the work that we do. I've been here 34 years now, nearly 35, so I do feel that we do make differences, so that if a child that's had a lot of invasive procedures and even just the little things, and then they think sometimes we get them children that I nursed years ago or as a play specialist, and they come back with their children, they say, oh, I remember this and you helped me with that. And sometimes we're not often thanked in a big way, but we're thanked in little ways because you know that child we've done a good job, and we're just really proud of that. I think
as soon as the child goes home smiling, sometimes they actually cry going home because they don't want to leave. They've had such a good time. We're like, you have to go now.
We're just proud of how we are and how we support the hospital. So we're sort of like, we don't go shouting about our role, but also we want it to be noticed that actually we do a very good job within the hospital, and that play is of vital importance to the NHS, and it should be more valued. Play shouldn't be, when you think of play specialists, it shouldn't be just play, because that is fundamental. Children have the right to play, and that's why we're here as well. But it's also all the other stuff that we do that nobody really might not know that we do. And we're always proud of what we do.
There's a few improvements, like with funding. We don't get funded for anything, so we have to provide all our glue and paper ourselves, don't we?
And
all the toys.
Wish list.
Yes, we do Amazon wish list. And then any second-hand donations, as long as they're in good condition and they're clean, so they'll have plastic, can't they? Can't have any wooden. So it'd be nice if we got even a little bit of funding, just so we can replenish glue and paper at least.
Absolutely. Well,
we don't need a lot, even if it's like £30 for like 3 months.
We can arrange that for sure. But also really important, it's not just in that moment, is it, for the child? It's the fact that you can have a positive impact for
the rest
many,
of their
many years.
life.
Exactly, and then if they do have to come in again, then at least they're not as nervous, are they? And actually they're quite excited to see one of us, aren't they? And they request us and they're like, oh, can we have the play team? And we're like, oh, they do remember us.
And also just like to have works experience students again. We have some volunteers, and all our volunteers we sort of like boost them up, and they've all gone on to be doctors or do phlebotomy or
go down to maternity.
To maternity. So we don't keep them very long because we're like boost their confidence, and then they go away again because they've got a really great job somewhere else. But that's what we're like, a nurturing little team, and we like to nurture new students and help people wherever we can, and just promote play and just realise that actually we're great at what we do.
Yeah.
And we need to shout about it.
Well, you are great at what you do. Thank you so much for what you and your colleague does as well. Thank you for the time today. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. And thank you for supporting all of our children.
No worries. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Pleasure.